And welcome back to the magical Kwai. In this episode, as promised, we'll bring you more of the epic wildlife and the camping that we did. We'll bring you more spectacular sights of all the elephants, various birds, and a little bit later on, a lion kill where we see the pride of lions chilling in the sun after their feed. So stay tuned, it's all coming up.
You know what? Let's do it now. Then they'll be nice and cold.
We found this clearing, the perfect spot to have a stop off, crack open a cold beer, and then just sit and watch the wildlife go by. It really is so rich in wildlife. Whatever corner you turn, there's something emerging out of the bushes. It's just a fantastic place to see so many wild animals. don't want to be driving fast along the off-road tracks. Not that you can anyway, because they're pretty bumpy and in some areas very sandy. But the animals, as you turn the corners, they can just cross the road right in front of you. So you do have to watch out when you're driving along. And then the beautiful birds of prey, plenty of them to see. I'm not quite sure what this one is. If you have any idea, please do comment and let us know. So we had a bit of an issue last night. We had a gust of wind after setting up the awning, and it flipped up and folded, and unfortunately it broke one of the arms and bent another one. So we've managed to bend it back, and we've secured it down properly tonight, just in case there's another gust. A tad warm, isn't it?
Fucking hot, eh? Fucking warm. Fire's on. Early dinner. As soon as the sun goes down, have a dip in the Kwai River. Croc should be sleeping.
Yeah.
Hippo should be out the water. You gonna give it a go? You gonna have a swim?
Well, I would if the crocs don't mind. How that would have been a nice thing to do, dip in the river. The heat was so extreme. But no chance with so many crocs and so many hippos. What a place.
This Kwai by Kwai.
And while we were resting in camp, we saw these adorable parrots. So nice to see a parrot in its wild environment, just mooching around the trees, eating. This was one pair that were just next to our tent. We thought we'd prepare dinner a bit earlier, just before sunset this time. We learnt the hard way. The previous night we were eating and preparing food in the dark, which was a bit nerve-wracking because you just don't know what animals are roaming around at night and approaching camp. So we thought we'd get dinner done dusted, and then at least we could be in the safety of the rooftop tent by the time it got dark.
Nice thick lamb chops, green pepper, potato, onion and butternut, all done on fire.
Perfect. So we set up the night cam again.
Ooh, there's an ant's nest.
Just closing down the bucky now, ready to go up to the rooftop tent. And we awoke to another glorious sunrise.
So up at sunrise in Kwai, another glorious day. And last night we had these hippo on the shore just beyond the camp, and now they're just wallowing in the water.
How amazing to have these views over your morning coffee. So we had a fabulous chilled out morning around the camp. Just enjoying being there, watching our surroundings. Charging up the batteries, a little bit of solar power. And then a quick tidy up of breakfast, ready to roll on another game drive for the day. Packing the awning away is usually very quick. However, now that it's broken after our unfortunate incident with the wind, we do have to be very careful not to pierce the canvas when we're folding it away. So, bit of a fiddle now, but hopefully we'll get that fixed when we get back. And then closing up the tent, and we're ready to go again.
It's going to face off. Wait till he moves. He's actually eating that branch. Look at
And while we were watching this lioness, a fellow game driver stopped by and told us that there'd been a lion killed just a short way away from this one. So we drove off to try and find it. And we found a lioness who had obviously just eaten, with a big belly and a blood-stained muzzle. And then we found the male lion laying very close to his kill. He had also eaten well, and he was lying around in the sun cooling off and just resting after gorging on his food. Just look at that battle-scarred face. And those beautiful eyes looking straight at us. And this was his kill just over the way. It was a big kudu.
Good girl. Hey, kitty. Kitty.
And the rest of the pride just laying around, digesting their food.
It was a big yawn.
Hello.
I better get back in, there's an Ellie coming.
You do have to be very mindful when you're outside of the vehicle taking photographs. Obviously, when I saw this one, I got back to the safety of the vehicle, and then we sat there quietly waiting as he approached.
Hopefully,
So this is what he wanted. He wanted to get down to the river for a drink and a splash. And a little shake of the head there to just tell us that we were near his spot. And he wasn't too impressed, although we were off the road and parked and very quiet and still. But he slowly mooched past us without any worries. And once I checked the coast was clear again, quickly got out for some drinks. again, a little flick of the head there. He could see that we were going to intercept his route, so he just showed a little bit of annoyance there. And just watch this chap. He was grazing the grasses from the river, and the little jacana birds here were tormenting him.
Yeah, they're having a protest at the Illy, and he's flicking stuff back. It must be a nest.
Ears forward and trying to shoo the bird off with his trunk.
flicking the air. Look.
Did you get it?
So back at camp we noticed the sky turning somewhat greyer, the wind was picking up and the clouds start to roll in.
Though it's been insanely hot here, we've now got a storm rolling in and some welcome rain.
But this was welcome relief from the 35 to 40 degrees heat that we've had for the past few days. You can see we haven't got the awning up. That's because it was a little bit windy here, and with the broken arm on the awning we couldn't really risk having it open.
Burger and chips.
And another fantastic African sunset. The night camera recorded something epic. This huge elephant that was just looking around the bucky. I heard something rustling from the inside of the tent, and It sounded like he was rooting round our wood pile. He came right up to the windows and the tent, was sniffing around with his trunk. And then had a little look at the ashes of the fire pit. Absolutely amazing to know this creature was so close to us. And it also picked up this honey badger.
So it's dawn on the last day of Kwai. It's been fantastic. We actually had an Ellie in the camp up against the bucky last night, moving our firewood about. Brilliant experience. So close as well. Anyway, we're off to the next destination, Chobe Big 5.
So we leave the Kwai Reserve, and what an epic visit that was. One of the true highlights of our Botswana journey. We head out via the Savuti Marsh Road, which was another stunning place to drive through, and you'll see more of that in the next episode. Do come back and join us in the next episode, where we'll be visiting Chobe. We'll fish on the Chobe River, and we stay in the Big 5 Chobe Lodge. Thanks for coming along with us, and we look forward to sharing more of Botswana with you in the next episode.